Welcome back to Andersen Acres. We're out here with the ducks today because we are going to talk about whether you should get hatching eggs, ducklings, or full-fledged adult ducks. So the answer to this will vary a lot because there are pros and cons always. Whether you get eggs, whether you get adults, there are pros and cons no matter which way you choose. So let's just talk about the pros and cons of the three options. Hatching eggs are the way we went. Okay, these guys were all hatched here on the farm in my incubator. Now, hatching eggs are cheaper. Okay, so if you buy one hatching egg versus purchasing one duckling, it is cheaper to buy the hatching eggs. There's a reason for that. They are the cheapest, but there's no guarantee. Okay, absolutely no guarantee that you're going to get any ducklings from those hatching eggs. So we had 11 hatching eggs, 8 hatched, 2 of them passed away, and now we have 6. Okay? You also have no idea if you're going to have boys or girls. When you hatch them yourself, you probably should expect a 50-50 split. But that didn't happen to us. We have a lot of girls. Okay, we got a preponderance of girls. But generally, you should expect a 50-50 split. And there's a good chance you're going to get a whole bunch of boys, which is annoying at the very least. Okay, it's really quite annoying when you get all the boys and you wanted some girls because you really wanted some eggs. And you end up with all boys. So with hatching eggs, there is no way to even guess the gender. You also have to remember that if you had your hatching eggs shipped, there could be a lot of damage to those eggs. And a damaged egg is less likely to hatch. Even if you're picking up the eggs yourself, so you go to the farm, the person's farm, and you pick up the eggs, they could still be damaged. They might have been handled roughly, or maybe you have to slam on the brakes in the car and the eggs get a little roughed up. Either way, you might end up with eggs that are damaged and your hatching just doesn't go as well as you want. Any damage can reduce your hatch rate. The other problem is you also need either an incubator or a broody bird. You can use a chicken like a silkie to hatch duck eggs, no problem. But that requires actually having the duck or chicken that is broody to hatch your eggs. Or getting an incubator. Incubators are expensive, especially the good ones. A really good incubator could run you a couple $100, even just to hatch a dozen eggs. So, yes, hatching eggs are cheapest. There are no guarantees. No guarantees at all. And because there are no guarantees, you can end up with 0 baby ducks for your efforts. Okay. Your next option is going to be buying ducklings. So buying the little babies that are so cute and soft and fun. These are definitely the cutest, sweetest age to get your ducks because you don't have to do the hatching. You get to excitedly go pick up your babies. And they are so super cute. Okay? So super cute. So because they're so super cute, everybody loves the ducklings. Ducklings do really well when they're shipped. So they even do better than chicks. They tend to be really hardy. They tend to make it through shipping just fine. So if you have to order them from a farm and have them shipped, you're probably okay. So they also require specialized care, and this is where the cons come in. They do require some specialized care. You need to have a heat plate set up, a brooder. They need special food because they can't necessarily eat the adult food yet. They do require you to monitor their water, and the reason I say that is baby ducks can drown if provided with too much water, but they'll dehydrate to death if they don't have enough. So baby ducks can be a little bit finicky, and they do require specialized care, and they eat up more time than adults. They can't free range yet. They can't, they just require a lot of care. Tequila's over there. Yes, ducks. Sometimes people ask me where Tequila is when I'm filming. Usually she's in the bush. Hi, Houdini. And Jake. Yeah. Anyway, so ducklings are really, really amazing and cute and sweet, and I love them. But you also have to remember that they take time to grow up enough to provide you with eggs, or to forage, or to process for meat. So whatever reason you're getting ducks for, it's going to take a while with babies. It takes the same amount of time with hatching eggs, plus a month, because they take a month to hatch. If you're in a rush and you want some ducks now, you can get adults. Adults are the easiest to care for. You take them outside, put them in their enclosure, boom, you got ducks. If they... Don't ask. What is going on there? Houdini, that's a little bit rude. That's rude. Get off her. Get off. Thank you. Okay. Sorry, chickens are crazy. Back to ducks. Anyway, so they're really easy to care for because they're already adults. They don't need heat. They can just go in your yard. The most you might have to do is if you've got a breed that can fly, you might need to clip their wings so they don't fly off until they're used to being at home. So adult ducks are easy. They're also the most expensive. On the other hand, you're certain of their sex, right? You know who's a boy and who's a girl. They're old enough to tell. Even in the ones where the boys and girls look the same, you can still look for that little curled tail feather. So, for example, that's a boy. See that curled tail feather? See that boy's curled tail feather? That is a boy, okay? This one is a girl. No curls. That's a girl. That's a girl. That's a girl. Here comes the boy. That's our only boy. We have exactly one boy. So, we have one boy. Everyone else is a girl. So, lovely. We do definitely have a boy. So, you can tell who's a boy and who's a girl pretty quick with adults because they're already old enough to tell. Okay? However, one of the problems with getting adults is sometimes an unscrupulous breeder will lie to you about how old they are. So I can tell you guys how old these guys are. We hatched them in July because we got the eggs at the beginning of June, put them in the incubator. They hatched in July. It is now the end of October. So they're almost 4 months old. I just had to do the math in my head. I had to stop and count the months. But they're almost 4 months old. I can tell you that. And if you weren't sure of that, you could go back and look at my videos for when they were hatching. They are almost 4 months old. Almost. About a week shy of 4 months. Next week, they'll be 4 months old. So, I know how old they are. However, you can't tell that duck's only 4 months old. Okay? I could sell you a duck that's 3 years old and tell you it's 1 year old. So an unscrupulous breeder may lie to you about the age, and that's really, really depressing. Okay? Really, really depressing. Look how pretty you are. Okay, so it's super depressing when they lie about the age, and it turns out you got a bunch of older ducks and you thought they were younger ducks. It's really depressing. So that's one thing that can happen if you're dealing with an unscrupulous breeder. Okay. You also have to have an outdoor area ready. If you bring home eggs or babies, you don't have to have the outdoor area ready because they need to either be hatched, because they're still eggs, or they need to be on heat for a few weeks before they can go out to the run. So definitely you need to have an outdoor space ready when you bring home your ducks. You can't kind of wing it. You have to bring them home and go, "Ooh, geez, where do you go?" So definitely you have to be aware of that. Also, you're going to miss the cute stage. If you get full-fledged ducks, adults, you are going to miss that cutesy little baby stage. And the cutesy little baby stage is really my favorite. I love when the cutesy little babies are roaming around. There's Pippin. Walking around, looking for mice. Rolling in the mud. But, so that is one of the big downsides to getting adults, is you miss that cute little... Oh, look at the baby cutie little ducklings. Oh, you miss that stage. And that's really upsetting to some people, and some people really want the baby stage. So if you really want the baby stage, you might have to go and get ducklings or eggs just so that you don't miss the babies. But if you really want babies, you should get babies. But those are just some of the pros and cons to having ducks and getting them at different ages. I prefer getting hatching eggs because I really love the hatching process, but it's not for everybody. I'll admit that right now. It's definitely not for everybody. Anyway, hopefully you now can figure out whether you want eggs, ducklings, or fully adult ducks. That's about it for us here at Andersen Acres. We'll see you tomorrow.